Hello everyone. I hope you can see me, you can hear me. I need some seconds to check my settings. I hope we are live on Twitch and on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Hello
So
everyone.
far,
Me. Mm-hmm. I need
yes,
some
I'm live
seconds to
on
check
Twitch.
my
Hello to my Twitch
settings.
viewers.
I hope
And
we are
also
live.
let me check my YouTube.
Yes, I'm live here as well. Hello to my YouTube viewers. And yes, in 27 minutes we are going to start another Freestyle Friday on June 5th, 2026. Time control is 3 plus 2 with 2 seconds increment. Chess 960 or Fischer random or freestyle chess. So 11 rounds. At the moment we have only 8 registered players, but of course close to start of the tournament we will have more than 100 or close to 100 players. I think last week I played my result was very good. I scored 7.5 out of 11. I lost last round against another back Yakuboev, and he finished second. Yes, and I gained a lot of rating points. I think I was below 2500. Now I'm 2538, which of course doesn't mean much, but at least always uh, pleasure to have a higher rating. But before moving to our tournament, I would like to check some results. And I think we are having 25th European Women's Chess Championship 2026, and tournament is over. Last round, 11th round, has been played just a couple of hours ago, and let's see what happened. What are the final standings? And mhm. Yes, so Anastasia Hanatishin, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrongly, won the tournament. 9 points out of 11. And then we have 3 players, Vega, Sabrina, uh, Olga Badelka, and Nurgul Salimova. They scored 8.5 out of 11. And so Sabrina took second and Olga third. Congrats to Anastasia and Sabrina, Olga for silver and bronze medals. Yes, very big achievement. I'm sure for Olga, for Sabrina. I think Olga had some chances in her last round game against Sabrina, but somehow game ended in a draw. And Anastasia had very difficult game against Claudia Coulon, but she managed to make a draw. Two players scored 8 out of 11, Anna Ushenina and Claudia Coulon. And yes, Claudia had all the chances to maybe even finish. No, but I don't think she could. No, no, she didn't have chances to even for medals. Yeah, she didn't have because even if I think even if Anastasia would lose today's round, she would most likely win the tournament. Of course, if uh, final standings like now we are having, and we see many players, maybe more than maybe close to 10. They scored 7.5. Yes, yes. Congrats to the winner and to silver and bronze medalists. And once again, this is super shocking, super amazing that European men's and women's champions are from Ukraine. This is unique. This is unique achievement. I think I remember once, maybe uh, in last few years, men's and women's team of Ukraine, they won maybe European Team Championship, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not sure. So this is just a super insane performance, and honestly speaking, 2207, very low uh, rated chess player, and she wins such a tournament. It's insane. Okay, let's move to other tournaments. What else are we having? We are, of course, having Norway Chess. In 22 minutes, we are going to start the final round. And we have Pragnananda, who won last three games, last three rounds, so scored 9 points. Yes, Magnus doesn't play well, and he's losing more than 20 rating points. And I think, yes, standings are the following. So three players, of course, are fighting for the first. Wesley So, who is gaining 12 rating points, and then Prague and Alireza. Yes, Vincent already doesn't have any chance to catch Alireza. But of course, Alireza can win the tournament, Prague as well. Wesley depends how they will perform. Yes, depends how they will play. Yes, Prague, he wasn't having any great tournament, but he won last three games. Yes, what are we having? Yes, so is playing very solid, and he also managed to win some games. Gukesh doesn't play well at all. He lost last two games, and today he's playing against Magnus. It is going to be very tough, of course. Both are not in very good shape, but Magnus will play anyway. I think he already doesn't care about 25 or 27 or 18. He will play. Yes, Vincent, I like. I think Vincent is going to establish him on top five, top six. But anyway, it's not easy because Anish is there, Wesley is there, and Sindarov and Nodirbek Abdusatorov are there. Yes, it's not going to be easy for anyone. And what are we having? I think 11 rounds should be there, and let's see some of the standings. Oh, final round. Wow, this is super interesting. So Chinese players are dominating, and Kong is playing against Xiaotong. Yes, draw, I think, is fair logical result. Yu Yangi with the white pieces will be playing against Ramsaran Tsidipov. I think Yu Yangi can win because Tsidipov doesn't play any stable chess. He's super strong in this tournament, 6.5 out of 8, but he doesn't play any stable chess for Yu Yangi. I think he can. He can. And Sava Vetokhin, after one of his losses, he managed to really bounce back, and he's playing against Erdem. Yes, this guy is amazing. Again, I think he's already having 25 plus rating. Uh, 6 points. He lost today against Gong. He was one of the leaders, maybe even the sole leader of tournament. And he's playing against Sava Vetokhin. I think with the draw, they both should be qualifying. But again, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many places are qualifying. And then Sina is playing against Grebnev. Aditya is playing in Ian. Abdi Salimov is playing against Xiang Yu. Pranav is playing Bakoho. Rohit Nair, Paravian Dao, Yang Tinzingyao, Shokjiev Sashikiran. Yes, very, very interesting. Lee is having 5 out of 8. I think very decent. I wish him all the best for the last. And Nanjo is having 4.5, and he will be playing against Said Daliev, Said Akbar. I know him, very strong, very solid. And Nanjo Yes, I'm head coach of Japan's Open team. Yes, let's wish all the best to the players for the last round. For the last round, but Yu Yangi had today all the chances to defeat Xiao Tong, but game ended in a draw, and we are having. I think we are having another tournament. Yes, this one. Seventh Stepanavagian Memorial 2026, and we have already two results. Donchenko drew against Sevian. I think very solid result for Sam Sevian. Donchenko isn't playing uh, great in this tournament. He started quite well, and then some of the games, and especially his game against Aravin didn't go well, and he was much better, massively better, but he lost that game. So Aravind, I don't know what is happening with Aravind because he cannot find himself. Like he was 27 plus 27 40, and he was destroying everyone. And here we see that um, he's really suffering. Yes, with the white pieces he lost. Yes, this is known position. Different ideas are there, and Artemiev is taking his time as always. Bishop b3, c6, bishop e3. Yes, knight e4, knight d2, bishop g5, knight f1, knight e3. And here knight c4 is the best, which doesn't seem that obvious. Okay, he goes this and he forgets something like d3. He didn't get any queen g3 attacking on f2. Knight f4 is coming. Yes, in 25 moves, he just got crushed. And what are we having here? Robert Hovhannisyan is playing with the white pieces against Simon Gumulars, who had very good start of the tournament, but now he's on last position. Yes, and what are we having? I think this cannot be worse. This cannot be worse for black. This is better for black, but I'm not sure how much is. And this one is better for white, of course, but I think black is having some real chances. White wants to play some rook b7. White is aiming for some rook b7, but still. And what are we having here? Should be enough. Should be enough for a draw. Should be enough for a draw. Yes, and tournament standings are yes, Artemiev he is taking the lead and he's 5 out of 8, and then Sam Sevian is 4.5 out of 8, and Nihal is still playing. I think most likely he will draw the game. Robert is playing, and then Ray Robson is playing. Yes, and Donchenko, Alexander Donchenko, he drew. He's 3.5 out of 8. Shan Sarkisian is playing against Ray Robson. Aravind lost. Yes, another bad tournament for Aravind. I mean, not a disaster, but bad tournament. Very unfortunately, I was Aram Akopian is having very surprisingly. Aram is no, but because he still plays his game, and Simon Gumulars is playing. And what else are we having? We are of course having these tournaments. Something. Andrei Yesipenko is most likely going to make a draw. And this is insane. This is insane that Denis lost against Daniel. Daniel is just insane. He defeated yesterday against Alexis Arna, today against Denis. Palina Shovalova drew against Bocharov. Talibov against Petkov. Van Hao drew against Ansat. Tarhan lost against Daniel Dubov. Yes, very important win for Daniel with the black pieces. Ivan Saric also won. Artyom Stribuk drew against Andrew Hong. Harika drew with the black piece as well. What a funny position. Knight cannot really help against Amar. And then Alexander Motylev drew. Rudik Makarian, he drew against Sergei Sklokin. And Nikolai Averin lost against Rolami Orimi, very strong opponent, of course. Aristanbek Urazaev drew. Alexis Sarana won. And yes, Alexander Pretke lost against Aradia Garg. Temchenko drew. Azarov drew. Nogerbek won. And Sivuk won. Reza Mahdavi lost. Ivan Rozum drew. Ahmedov Edgar won. Musavi drew. Nico Chasin lost. Yes, and Andrei, of course, drew his game. He was massively better, but he did not manage to win. American Continental is also going. Sam Shanklin is 4 out of 4. And games are not very simple for him because I just checked very randomly one of the games. And yes, we have 20 players. In 12 minutes, we are going to start. And we have Oro Faustino, Matthias Blubaum, and many other players that are usually playing. Yes, I will try to practice some of my skills. Norway chess. So my predictions for the last, well, I think Alireza can win. I think Alireza can win, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I would bet on Alireza winning today against Wesley. So Wesley will play very solid, very, but Alireza is going to. And then Magnus is playing Gukesh. I bet on Magnus. And then Prague against Vincent. I think this one will end in a draw. This one will end in a draw. Yes, I forgot about this one. And here we have insane result by Bibisara Sobava. She is having 16 and a half, so no one can already catch her. And she won the tournament. Very big congrats to her. Zhu is on second position, and Bibisara, yes, Bibisara, she is coming very, very, very close to world number two, maybe even world number two. We can check it, and we go to yes here. And what do we see? We see that she is almost catching Zhu but yes, still Juvenjun, Lei Tingzie and of course Hui Fan are there. Yes, it will be super difficult for her to cross overpass Hui Fan and Lei Tingzie, but I think even Zhu Wenjun because now with the much higher rating, it is going to be super difficult for her to play. Wow, it's insane. It's insane that she got 214 rating points. Wow, wow. It's really insane. In one tournament, she was 2207, and in one tournament, she got 214 rating points, and now she is world number 18. Wow. She is world number 18 with a rating of 2465, but before the tournament, she was only 2207. Wow. This is just insane. And she's only 15 years old. She's only 15 years old. This is just insane. This is just insane, dear friends. I don't have any words. I don't have any words, anything to say. Hello, hello, chess player 12. I'm happy that you are holding FIDE master title. Uh, yes, what do you mean? What is your suggestion? You haven't asked anything. Whoa, whoa. This is probably the best possible scenario for any chess player. Huh. That she won 214 rating points and and she became yes. And what are we having? Others aren't losing that much rating. Hampi Conero, she is only -6, and Divya is -5. Juvenjun is -4. Anna Muzichuk is super solid. Yes, and we have this tournament standings. Let's go and see what else can we cover. American, yes, tomorrow I think from the morning in 11 hours, WR Women's Chess Tour 2026 Asia. Something super interesting is going to start in Japan, in Tokyo. Yes, we can see that first for the first round we are going to. I think it is knockout tournament. Azumi Sakai is going to play Alexandra Kostyanyuk. Anna Sargisian is going to play against Lagno, Katerina Lagno. Stefanova is going to play Alua Nurman, and Sukandar Irene is going to play Vaishali. Yes, let's wish all the best to the players, and let's move to something else. We have, of course, Campeonato de France des clubs. And Taba is playing against Vasily Ivanchuk. He's probably slightly better. Yeah, this is slightly better, but they decided to make a draw. Ganguly is playing. I like Ganguly's position, I like it. I think Black should be okay. Black is massively better, and Black is against Gavrilescu. Yes, Bishop B3, you push A5. Uh, Knight A4, you go some Bishop A6. Bishop B5. Yes, this I don't like. C3. Of course, we aren't going to trade Queen H4. You aren't threatening anything, and no, something, of course, went wrong for David Gavrilescu. And here D4, Rook B4, Rook B8, and Knight is Black is, of course, massively better. Maxim Chigaev won yesterday, and today he doesn't have much, I guess. Yes, he doesn't have anything against Friso. Uh, I'm not sure how to pronounce. Maybe Naiboer. What other many Mendonca is playing? Mendonca, oh, this looks super crazy. This looks super crazy, but looks better for white, no? Yes, slightly better for white, but game of course goes on. Yes, and we have Aquarium 76, of course, Noderbek Yakuboev. He joined. I think this. He likes Freestyle Friday because I think he already maybe won some of them, and very often he finished in top places. Okay, is the right time to join. Former prodigy David Navarra, I think in a few days, and Dmitry Andreikin has also joined. Yes, many tournaments, many games. It's almost impossible to follow everything. Suyarov is also there. Yes, Felix Bloberger is going to play against David Navarra. David Navarra. What are we having? Yes, this is 25th World Individual Chess Championship 2026. This is International Physically Disabled Chess Association. I think in English you should say people with some
people with disabilities. Yes, championship, world championship, and this is Blitz tournament. This is Blitz tournament, and yes, some of them are playing. I think the third round is on going. They already played two games, two rounds, and my very good friend Sargis is playing. Sargis, so he has very he lost one of the games, and this one looks great for him. Okay, not much time left, and we have Alex Bortnik, Benjamin Bock, Christopher Yu, and many, many others. Volodar Murzin, who won last week, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I should be very fast, but at the same time, so this is you always have 2 minute, 2 seconds increment. So in the end, when you play a couple of moves, you have time to maybe figure out what is happening. Yes, super, super strong. Again, close to 100 players, 85 at the moment, but with super strong players at the top. I think we are going to have two breaks after round 4 and round 8. It will at least take 2.5 hours. Oh, mi terrible. Mi terrible is always here. Yes, please like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Yes, let's reach some very crazy numbers in for today's stream. I'm super thankful and I appreciate very much for your support and your comments. Drop any comment you wish, you want, you like. We can discuss many things. And also today I uploaded some educational video material. You can check it. I kept it quite instructive. Yes, 4, 2, 1. Here we are. I'm playing against Ask Amundsen from Norway, and my opponent instantly goes this move. What should I play? Uh, let's say we go some e5. Okay, he wants to say that if I go knight f6, g3, knight d7, knight b6. No, knight b6 I don't like. I like more some queen h6, crazy ideas. Of course, I'm not big fan of my queen on h6, but h3. What kind of tactical ideas are we having? 97, 96 or okay, short castle to get my king into some safety.
Yes, f4. He does play f4, and he does not care much about anything else. Okay, let's go d5 maybe. I have also c5 and then d5. Let's go d5. Cannot be very bad. Yes, e5 94 is my point. Yes, he goes, of course, that. Let's play some c6. That's maybe too much. Maybe too much, but let's try. Right. What if we push c5? Now c5 I have queen h5, but queen h5 isn't coming. Yes, he missed. He definitely missed this queen h5. But I don't think I had compensation, enough compensation. But okay, let's not forget that game still goes on. Yes, we are better. We are of course much better, but still game goes on, and we have to be super careful. Bishop a8, rook takes a8. I guess we have to take, and yes, short, long castle. I have knight b6. Okay, let's go knight b6 maybe. Yes, he does play that. And why I'm not going knight fd5? Yes, I like knight fd5. I would like to go this. I'm threatening bishop e5 and c4 isn't really working, but I have knight c3. No, knight c3 should be very strong. If it takes, I take, and then I trade this very important bishop. Yes, this should be completely winning for me. Yes, this is completely winning actually for me. But my opponent is still trying. What if knight a4? Yes, I'm sure that knight a4 ideas are finishing the game. Let's go knight a4. If you are sure, you have to play it. Yes, bit xa, and this is rook b5, queen b5. Yes, this is of course completely lost. I was thinking king c1, queen b2, bishop d4. Yes, I can take and I can do anything I want, I wish. I can just bring my rook here to b8. If I really want, I can take on d4. Let's play with rook b8. Yes, few more strong continuations. Yeah, the rook e5, this is already not serious at all. I will start taking some of the pawns. Yes, he's probably very upset. Let's go h5. Yes, but we can also play some rook f8. H4. Yes, what does he do? I'm not sure, but yes, queen f3, queen g3, no?
Okay, briefly, maybe we can check it. Yes, this doesn't work at all. Yes, he blundered. He blundered this queen h5. Well, blundered. Yes, four people are watching, and I won my first game, and second game will start in maybe few minutes. Many. Yeah, Volodar is better, but I'm not sure. He's down a pawn. He's down a pawn against Sergei Skusnik. Shouldn't be worse for white. Yes, rook f2. You can go rook h3, maybe rook e3. You could also play. I think objectively game should end in a draw, but maybe you have to push your a pawn to a6, maybe even, and then b4. Yes, a3 is super annoying, and now what's the best? Rook g2. I don't want to play, but maybe I have to. And of course, Sergei goes there, but yes, this is classy. This is super classy by Sergei. Maybe a6 is the right move to go with now because rook c2 I will take on a7. Yes, this I think game is going to end in a draw. And game is going to end in a draw. But still, I'm not sure. Like rook d7, king e4. Will he start checking or a6? But no, rook b3. But rook b3, a7, rook a3, rook h7. Yes, and some small problems. Some small problems are there. Maybe even king g2 he could play. Maybe even king g2 he can go king f3 and then king g2. But king g2, rook g7 is there. I'm not sure what's the way to try. No, but takes king f2, king f1. Yes, this is going to end in a draw. And Alex Bortnik won with the black pieces. And maybe already most of the games are over. Three people are watching. Hello to everyone. Christopher Yu won this game. Last week I remember second round I didn't play well and my opponent destroyed me. Nikolai Averin. Let's see what else are we having. Norway chess, yes, they started, and we have e4, e5, bishop c4. Yes, Wesley will draw this game, and Magnus e4, c6, c4. And Prague is playing. Whoa, he wants to play some bishop d3 stuff, right? And yes, Aram Akopian drew. So Ray Robson is playing, and it is white to play. No, it is black to play because if it is white to play, then rook f4. Well, super complicated. I really don't understand what is happening because you have rook c1. I really don't understand because rook c1 is here, right? Rook c1, you go, let's say king f2, I have rook f1, and black is already winning. You have to go king d2, and I can try rook d1. You have to go somewhere with your king to c2, and then rook d4, knight d4 is coming. I have e1, rook e1, rook e1, rook takes f4, rook e2. No, black doesn't have much issues. Yes, it was equality. Yes, if knight e3, probably some knight e4 is coming. Yes, they are going to make a draw. And what are we having here? What are we having here? This is super complicated. I really don't understand. Yes, I have king h6, which looks tempting. But you have, of course, you have some checks. You can also go king g8, but king g8 there is rook g7, maybe there is rook g6 even. Yes, doesn't seem easy for both players. And yes, here round is over. Maybe we have another pairings and we can check them. No, we don't have. No, we have, right? No, they just finished. They just finished third. They just finished third. And what are we having here? Oh, this is also some important, interesting European Senior Chess Championship 2026, 55 plus. Okay, we are starting second round, and I'm playing Amir Ali from Iran. How should I? Yes, e4 does look very tempting. Yes, knight e3 or somewhere else. Oh, I guess knight c3. Yes, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what am I doing, but okay, c6. Let's go some a4. Threatening bishop a2 and threatening a5. Of course, my threat of both threats are not serious. Yes, f5. Let's go. a5, f takes c, a6. I can take also e takes f. Let's go e takes f. Let's go a5. Yes, I'm maybe slightly weakening, but it's anyway really hard to say what is happening. I have f4 ideas. Bishop d6. Should we push f4? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what is this. Knight g3. Okay, f4, he can go. It's a knight g3. Maybe some f3. The other knight? Which one is better? Let's say with the other knight. Yes, I don't like something I didn't play well. And now my opponent is, of course, having some better position. He always can look for the ideas to, okay, let's go d4, at least to maybe improve some of my pieces. Yes, I don't like. I think I mixed up something. Yes, let's try to be faster. Maybe that can confuse my opponent. Bishop g8, d takes c, he will take or not? D takes c, queen e3, rook g8, knight e4. Queen e4 is also very interesting, no? Okay, rook d6 doesn't work. What can I do? Yes. Wasn't easy at all. Yes, somehow start of the game. Bishop e3 is the strongest. Yes, d4 doesn't work. Yes, d4 doesn't work, but he could go queen a4. Ah, queen e4 was working, and of course he spotted this, but he doesn't have time. He doesn't have time, and I played something confusing, and queen f4 because bishop, queen b5, rook d6. So I did some, yes, crazy stuff. Hello, 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 everyone. Whoa, what a luck. What a luck. This is just unbelievable. Any move, and white is so winning. Queen d7. Oh, unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Still, white is not worse. No, of course. Black can make a draw at any point, but black is trying. Black is trying, and black does have good chances. Yes, this should be hopeless. Oh, Eric Gasparian is playing, and this is probably lost, but the queen b7 is tricky. Rook b4. No, this I don't like. This I don't like because you can play some check. Yes, but this I also don't like. Queen c6, game over. No, but why rook d5? Why not rook b4? I think after rook b4 it is going to be super difficult. Yes, he will try this, but I don't think you can save it. Please like and subscribe or follow to my Twitch. This. Yes, we are starting another. Oh, I'm playing Terry Renato. This is super interesting. He just won that game, that position. Okay. E4. Should I go E5 or should I play something else? Like, mm, okay, let's try knight C6. Why not? Maybe some G5 we can also go. Yes, but we can take it, no? Yes, my idea should be some B6. B6 I want to play. Okay, Queen H5 is nothing, not even serious. Okay, B6. Bishop A6 or Bishop B7? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Bishop B7 or Bishop A6? Okay, Bishop B7 does look more or less logical. You can also play this E6 stuff. Let's first go here. Yes, let's go also 96 or long castle. Okay, let's say long castle. 96, 94. Some 96, but knight f5 I have check. Okay, 96. Rook f1. Let's go knight d4. G4 he does play. What is happening? G4. He is going G4. Should I play Queen C5 or Queen G8? Yes, we have to move our queen back. But Queen C5 or okay, let's go Queen C5. A3. Knight B3, Knight D3, Knight B2. Nothing is working. Okay, B4 doesn't really work. Knight A4, we have Queen C6, we have Queen B5. What if he goes Knight G2? Yes, let's go Bishop A6. Yes, I'm about to sacrifice. Okay, I was thinking queen d6 maybe to go, or queen c6. Queen d6, queen g3, and knight c2, or queen c6. I can also go queen c6, right? Okay, this. What do I play? Bishop d3, knight c2, knight c2. Okay, takes, let's say. Knight c2, I will take knight d3. Rook c2, I will take bishop d3. Rook c1, bishop f1 takes knight d3, rook c2, or knight c4. Okay, bishop c2, or something else. Okay, takes. Don't like this. No, but this is d6. Oh, this is already completely lost. And he could go bishop f4, but yes. I think I wasn't playing badly. I was maybe a little bit quiet or slow. Okay, happens. What is completely winning? But queen h4 and then he just h5 I could play maybe. Okay, happens. At some point he played stronger than me. And Murzin is playing, and Murzin is yes, Murzin is completely winning, of course. Where's Ivan Rakitic? Alex Villa Tornero. I think they should. What does black do? I don't understand. Bishop e5. But now, so oh, king h3. Rook c5, bishop b6, maybe. No, but he managed. He managed to get something. This is already dangerous. This is already tricky. A3 is coming on next move if I want. Whenever I want, A3 is coming, no? But he will play king A2. I'm not sure how to make any further. Yes, king A2 he wants to play and you don't have check. Rook C3, but I will start checking. I think the next round we are going to start very soon. And yes, I will have most likely white pieces. Yes, my opponent is streaming. I'm playing Viktor Sklyarov. And yes, let's go some c4, for example, threatening queen h7. Let's go maybe knight f3. Let's go b4. g3. c5. Okay, what about d3 if I play? Yes, I can take it. Okay, short castle, but he cannot. He cannot short castle that easily, right? Because bishop h6 is coming. Knight, if knight f6, bishop h6 is coming. And let's say takes knight b3. Yes, he can go bishop f3, knight d4. Bishop g7 first. Yes, he goes bishop g7 first. If knight a5, that's nothing. That's nothing. Bishop b2 we have. Bishop e3 we can also try. Attacking the pawn, d6 he will try. Knight a5 maybe. Okay, let's go bishop e3. Yes, it doesn't blunder anything because knight c5 in the end bishop f3 is there. Bishop f3 is there in the end. So d4 is nothing, right? C takes d, knight f d4. d4 isn't really working. If I go, what can I do or what should I do? Knight a5, but that's nothing. Yes, he played some interesting chess, some interesting ideas. Okay, let's go queen c1. Maybe some queen a3. Attacking on c5 because short castle I will take knight c5. Knight g4 I will take bishop c5 anyway. As I forgot about bishop d2 ideas, I could also maybe move my bishop. Okay, what's the point? Bishop takes c5, what does he want? And I can easily take with the queen if I want. At the very least. Okay, knight b3. I have knight b7 also. I can go maybe. Okay, I don't see any problems with this move. Okay, knight e4. What is this? Nice tactical idea, which I missed. Yes, I played very careless chess. No, I have to take it. Maybe rook a2 I can try. a4, activating my king. Yes, but I don't mind going this. Now this is completely lost for my opponent and he resigned, but at some point it was not easy at all. At some point it was not easy at all, for sure. Hello? Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Now we are going to have some short uh, break. I think after round 4 we are having 6 minutes break and I will come in some 5 minutes.
Bill Jason. Okay, well, let's see. Uh, I played the King's Indian Defense, which I don't play very often, and missed some nasty forks there. Okay, let's go. Let's see some small changes. Okay, Alireza is looking for complicated fight, and I think maybe he got. Not sure about complicated, but and this is some pressure for Magnus. Of course, Magnus is slightly better, and this is yes, I think Vincent wasn't expecting this at all. Okay, let's see what else are we having. Yes, of course, here we should be checking, and this is just lost or so rook d4. But so it was this king h6, and now check king h5, and now takes d2, takes. Yes, things aren't looking great for Roberto Vanessian, and this should be yeah, this should be just draw. And yeah, Simon Gumulars is a very dangerous player, though he lost 2 games in a row, and the next one, yes, is super tricky. And what else are we having? Let's see the pairings here in October. Yes, for round 4. We have Sapenov against Yesipenko, Tubov against Shuvalova, Petkov against Saric, Bocharov against Talibov, Kurov against Golami, Van Hao against Tribuk, Harika against Sarana, Hong against Mamedov, Bogdanov Amar, Makhnev Ksiu, and yes, Klokin against Nogerbek, Kornienko against Urazaev, Sergei Azarov is playing against Hamadov. Yes, this is going to be very interesting. And let's go to what else? Maybe here we can check. Yes, I really don't understand what's the follow-up because 95 never comes, E4 never comes. No, I don't think you can go E4, D takes C is there always. I can take twice, no? You have E4, but it's not serious. It's not serious at all. And yes, this is the position, and he is thinking. And Magnus is looking for some very, very small advantages. Yes, what's the move? Bishop F4 you can try. Why not? And yes, this is super. Yes, I might face someone high rated, and here we don't have, and Austrian. Quesada. Campeonato. Ivanchuk is playing, and I don't think he has any real problems. Kabalia, he had better position, but he decided to make a draw. Lucas drew against Darda. Sadvani drew against Tal. And Sadvani's rating is 2638. He doesn't want to play. Ganguly won. Ganguly won, and quite convincingly. And Posny as well. Yes, and we are starting another game, and I'm playing Federer, Colin Federer. I think I played him already, FIDE Master from Switzerland. Uh, maybe e5, 96, maybe e5 I can try. 96 short castle, and then at 96 he might go d4, he takes d, knight takes d4, so maybe it's good to go c5, you know? Yes, I fully understand. I fully understand this. That some small problems might be really there. Let's say we go d6, but knight d5 we have to go already another move with the knight. So this I forgot. I forgot. And d6 he will play knight d5. Okay, d6. Yeah, d6 should be the move, right? Bishop e4. Yes, this doesn't look great, but at least some bishop c6 I can try, no? Let's say bishop c6. Yes, let's take it. Let's don't torture us. Let's go knight b6. Some knight d6 maybe. With some knight g5, bishop goes there. But I don't have anything, any follow-up. Any follow. Maybe some h5 we can try. 5 h4. Maybe even f5. 5 to 3. I don't like my position much. I don't like it much. Okay, g6. Yes, I'm risking. I'm risking very much. I'm risking very much, but what else? Okay, knight g5. Risking very much, but I don't think I had anything better than. But f takes c4 doesn't really work. Maybe we can try bringing this knight after some f3. With some f3 we can try. Let's say queen e6 if I go. h4. Queen f6 if I go. Doesn't look great. Doesn't look great at all. So queen e4, queen's a1, okay 4. Because this should be over. Wow. Oh, I hate my move of but bishop d5, this is great. Knight c7. Even this is fine. Knight g5, knight d6. d5 again. F3 computer doesn't like. D4 I don't like rook. No, C5. Some strange game, of course. Of course, nothing special. But my opponent was super tricky. Yes, my opponent was super tricky. I managed to win. And yes, let's uh, let's give our best. It is winning. White is completely winning, and probably in some 30 seconds we are going to start another round. And I'm playing Luis Ernesto Quesada Perez. Yes, very well-known GM. Well-known GM. Okay, how am I going to complete my development? I'm not that much sure. C4 I like. Let's go C4, knight C3 maybe. Okay, knight C3. Oh, G3 I think I need at some point. Yes, he does play. He wants to go. He wants to go this knight d3 is not enough. D3 bishop c6 he will play. E4. Yes, I can go E4. Okay, D3, bishop C6, E4. Not very big fan of this, but knight is coming E3, and D4. Bishop is coming to D2. Bishop D7, he does play. Short castle and F4, or we shouldn't really touch. Okay, short castle is there. Let's go short castle. Knight C6. I think he outplayed. I think he outplayed me. Why I'm not playing knight C2? But he can take knight B4. Why I'm not playing? Okay, rook E1. Let's see, bishop G2 first. Knight B4 ideas are there. Oh, I forgot. I forgot that this is. Yes, it's very unpleasant. Yes, I missed something. I missed that knight F3 comes, and seems like I'm in very big trouble. F4. Yes, we have to go some f4 and then rook d1. Knight b4. Yes, he's trying knight b4. Maybe a3 and b4 we can also go, but doesn't seem enough. Okay, queen b1, let's say. H1. Yes, let's jump. Let's take. Yes, maybe we can take one more time or not. Can we take one more time? I don't think, or I think we can maybe. Maybe f5. Doesn't look great, of course. Doesn't look great at all, I would say. But it's a blitz game. Let's try. It's a blitz game. All the pieces are on the board. I have f6 ideas, which can be super annoying. He cannot castle short side. I think he can, but it is very dangerous. Also, long castle, I don't think. Yes, I have compensation. I have compensation, of course. 95, how am I going to play bishop c3? I have f6. Maybe bishop c3 first we can go. Yes, he plays this. Let's go bishop c3, I guess. Why not f6? Maybe we forgot about something, maybe not really. Knight f4. Yes, knight f4 we have, right? Maybe even some knight d3 we can try. Let's take. Yes, and here, what should I do? What should I do? Maybe some queen e4. Okay, this. Bishop c6. Bishop b4.
It takes b, rook d4. What a what a strange game. Of course, I was lost, but here I think yes, of course, this is winning. This is just winning. And bishop b4 takes knight d5, queen c6, and then knight d7. I rushed. This was again lost for me. But I think somewhere here shouldn't be. Yes, it's not that much. It's not that much, and especially here I'm already better. Yes, very strange game. Very strange game. Yes, game ended in a draw. Alex Portnik is leading, and then only one player is 5.5. But I should start playing better chess. I should start playing better chess. And my opponent, yes, he was having the same rating as me, almost the same rating. Yes, but why didn't I take bishop before c takes g? Yes, knight d5 and then takes knight c6 doesn't work. I will take knight d7. I will take knight g8. And that's very good for me. Yes, of course, very good and just winning position. Okay, happens. It happens. And I'm playing Faustino Oro with the white pieces. Young prodigy. Let's go. Maybe some. Okay, let's start with knight g3. Okay, knight f3. Yes, b3 I need at some point. 6. What is this? Why does he play this? And if I go c4, what's the idea? He wants to play at some point e5 or what? Okay, e3. Okay, d5. This is very aggressive. And if we go queen e2, he wants to take.
Yes, please, if you want to take my pawn on a2, you are very much welcome. No, of course, he doesn't have that intention. It doesn't have that intention. And we have to go a short castle, I guess. Knight h6. And why aren't we... okay, knight h5 is nothing. Should I... Yes, let's take. Bishop d5. Let's go d4. She takes d. Let's take rook c8. Or no need to take rook c8. Knight d4 is also possible. Rook c8, queen c8 he will take. Knight d4. Yes, that's very interesting, but yeah, let's go some knight d4. Maybe even knight f5, knight f5, knight f5. Oh, but that I don't like much. Maybe some rook d1. Yes, knight takes, knight takes. Yeah, it should be better for me. Queen f5 isn't working. Queen b7, he doesn't care at all. What, no, maybe queen g4 we can try. Let's go queen g4. e6 he can try, of course. But e6, knight h4, or knight d4, f5. Yes, knight d4, knight, knight g3, but bishop takes on g2. Oh, knight h4 is probably better move. Knight h4 will play f5 and then takes. Maybe I mixed up in something. Okay, knight d4, queen h3, bishop e5. Of course, he does play it. He does play it, and nothing is working for me. I have to go some bishop d3 stuff. Bishop d3. Yes, he wants to play some knight e5 stuff. Bishop c4 we have, but some small problems are there. Let's go bishop e2 maybe. We have knight d6 later on. If he allows, he will go back. Okay, let's take bishop f6. And let's go, what can I do now?
Queen h6 or okay, let's go queen h6. What happened? What just happened? Look at this position. Look at this position. Such a winning position. What am I doing? Such a winning position. I was completely winning. I was completely winning. Why? What have I done? Okay. Was so winning for me. Okay, what are we having? Yes, e5. We need at some point, of course. Yes, with one of the knights I should be taking. Let's take with this one. Yes, I don't mind playing some knight c6 also back. Yes, it's still under attack. It is hanging. And how should I continue? I don't like most of my pieces. Short castle, but what's next? Long castle, queen e8, queen c5 maybe. a5, bishop a7 I also don't like. I play very badly. What have I done? No, that should be some. Maybe still game goes on. The opponent f4 is hanging. I think he will play some knight d5. Yes, he goes g3, another decent move. Let's go knight rook e8 maybe. Or knight e7 is also looking quite good because my knight anyway doesn't do anything here. Yes, knight e7 maybe. We can also. Okay, what to do? Knight c6. We have knight c6, but I'm not sure that my knight d5 c takes d, rook e8. Okay, let's take. Maybe b5 stuff. Maybe some b5 stuff. So if d4 c takes d, knight f5, there is b takes c. Yes, knight f5 is playing. I have to take, I guess. I have to go some g6 or maybe a6, g6, a6, I guess. Or maybe takes. No, but a6 I don't need. I need something like rook fe8. Wow, wow. I eventually won, but I was having Very bad position, yes. Out of the opening, it was super bad. Yes, but of course, before that, look at this position. Rook e7, h6, and my pawns are going. It was even this f5. Wait, here I can go just h6, king g4. At some point, I have to, yes, h6. Just go h6, rook f5, king g4, and then h7 is coming. So I played this, and then g6. Yes, why not king f4? Just king f4, rook e4, king. Yes. And here f6, of course, just go h6. Go h6, game over, rook f5, king g4, you threaten rook b8, rook f8, h7, g7. So I go this, and this is already just... even here, wait, what am I having? Oh, rook g7, rook e7, oh, very simple again. And here, Faustino could torture me, because he can simply take king g7, e6, there is rook f6. I think he forgot, and maybe I got some... No, of course, nothing. Cursed nothing, and game ended in a draw in a very stylish way. Yes, one player is having 8 out of 8, and then, yes, this one was... Hello, Mr. GM, casually defeated Yakuboev, what a man. No, I was in huge trouble. I was just suffering the entire game, maybe from move. When I played knight c6 in the opening, it was maybe move number 4, number 5. I think in a different ways he could get something more than he got, but the way he played, he was also massively better, much better, winning. I think he just blundered this f5 in the end, and after f5, black is already better. But if you don't let f5, already I have good chances for a draw. No, it was suffer for me, very long suffer. Yes, now we have another break and another 3 rounds. Let me just check where is our... Yes, we have 5 minutes. I will come soon. Yes, I'm back. We have 4 minutes. So, There's only one player is having 8 out of 8. Uh, Alex Bortnik, and two players are on 6.5 out of 8. And then I think maybe even six players are 6 out of 8. Yes, I'm playing Eric Gasparian, international master from Armenia. Okay, B3, maybe E5 we can try, or not really. And 96 isn't working. Maybe 96 we can try, why not? Okay, D4, D6. Maybe bishop A7 later on. Okay, this, I have to go some knight D8, I guess. We have to also activate our bishops. Bishop A7 maybe. Yes, maybe knight is coming to F7, queen is coming to D7, long castle. No, but anyway, I don't like my bishop.
Somehow in this freestyle chess, I'm not enough good with my bishops. Okay, we can also try g6, but g6, will he go? If knight f7, he maybe wants to play knight f5, knight f5. Yes, knight f7 we can easily go. Let's play some queen d7. Yes, I have to castle. I have to castle. I don't have any other choice. Okay, knight f5. I can take knight f5, knight f5, g6. I can also go direct g6, but he wants to play knight g7. This is his idea. Okay, let's take. Let's go maybe rook g8 first. But which rook? Is this one? Yes, we can take f takes c. We can also take d takes c, but I'm not sure what is happening if I take d takes c. Okay, let's take d takes c. Yes, it doesn't seem easy at all. King b8 maybe. c4. Yes, and maybe some bishop c5 I don't like. g6 or maybe even g5 we can try. Why not? Knight h6, rook g6, rook f6. No, but I don't think we can afford. Maybe I have to go that. Maybe some g5. Let's say rook g6. But if I take or I go queen g7, this, g takes h, rook h8 doesn't work. I have to resign. No, position is very bad.
Knight takes C, of course, take with the F pawn. No, he was very strong. He was very strong. I didn't have any chances. Who is Anthony Soprano once? Yes, I lost. I lost my game. No, but I don't think the start of the game was very bad for me. Okay. Anyway, let's try still two more games. What just blundered? No, but I got a very strategically very risky position with my bishop on a8. Yes, my mistake, my fault, unfortunately. And what are we having? And this should be winning. This should be winning for black. Yes, and Andrei King resigned. Anthony Soprano. Yes, my opponent really played very good, very strong. Any other games are? Yes, of course we have. Faustino is with black pieces, so this is just drawn position. It's just drawn position, rook b3, for example. This game ends in a draw. This game ended in a draw. And this one is completely winning for Matthias Bluebaum. And this one is completely winning for black. You can even play b1 takes f2. Yes, and I'm playing Matthias Bluebaum. We both are streaming, and let's go.
takes here, I will take knight e4 maybe. And my position maybe has some future. Bishop d4 I have. Why I'm not taking with the knight? What's the problem? Let's see. Bishop d4 I have bishop f2. Queen f4, bishop d4, queen takes c4. Yes, but bishop d4 the worst scenario, I can go knight e3. Okay, d5. d5, this is definitely some interesting attempt. Let's go knight g5. Yes, this I have seen. My idea was to go knight f3 and to sacrifice my pawn. Again, I'm getting this very bad bishop. So what is happening with me? Let's not give up. What is happening now? Maybe some a4 stuff. Maybe some queen d3 stuff. e5 isn't coming, right? Or queen e2 stuff. But what if d4? d4 knight b5 I want. Let's say queen e2 will go. Let's say this. No, but again, I don't like, but okay, let's not pay much attention to that. Let's start pushing on the other side of the board. We have to start with some b4. Let's go b4. Yes, but b5 doesn't work, but I was thinking about maybe knight b5 I have also knight e4 ideas. Why knight b5 isn't working? Will he go e5? But can he? b5, bishop f3 will take. Okay, knight e4. Should be some compensation, no? What a horrible bishop on h1. Let's go. Let's go a4, why not? Why b5 isn't working? He wants to play d3. Queen goes, let's say d3. He wants to take a takes b. And a takes b, or okay, a1 is coming. Okay. If I go queen c4, we'll play short castle or long.
Yeah, but let's go some d3 or knight c5, b5. He will take. He will go d3 first. He takes d8 takes b, or queen d3, a takes b, takes b rook a1, b takes c rook f1. Okay, let's go. I don't know what is happening. And if queen d3, a takes b takes, if takes, if a takes b, bishop e4 doesn't work. Oh, but so unlucky, so unlucky. Of course, he forgot about that. Just bishop f2, of course, play bishop f2. Ay, 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 ay. Yes, yes, no chance. White is completely winning. No, I don't think. I don't think he has. real chances to become world number one. But of course, world number five easily. World number five easily. Okay, what are we having? Wesley is playing. Everyone is playing. Yes, Prague is better, of course. Ah, it's Black to play. And Wesley. No, but I was playing fast. I was playing fast against Bilbao. He forgot about Short Castle. Definitely forgot about Short Castle. No, my game against Eric Kasparian, I didn't play well. I didn't play well. I had all the chances, but yes, he played. He destroyed. Mm, only two games are. This one seems like they are going to play very long. Are we having any other tournaments? No. Yes, I'm playing Leto Gwen. She's attacking here, and she's forcing me to play c6. Hmm. Let's go knight f6. What does she threaten? Let's go d5. Knight a5 or knight c5, I will just go b6. Okay, bishop d7 I'm having, but knight c5, and I have to give up. Let's say b6. Maybe if knight after we can go bishop h3. Bishop f4. Let's go short side castling. If takes, takes. If ideas aren't working, should we take or shouldn't we? But we have some C6D. Still, it's nothing for me. Knight d4. She's taking knight d4, and what should I do? Bishop f4 I don't want to play, but I have, of course, but I don't want. Let's go some knight c7. Also rook fd8. Yes, I don't think I played enough well. Yes, 96. 97 is coming. Yes, but we can, maybe, or not really. Okay, let's go this. Oh, but what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm not sure at all. Yes, this was my idea. Bishop f5 doesn't work. 96, I will take f takes c. Bishop b8, but she maybe forgets that I have knight d4 or not. Knight d4, c takes d, rook b8. Yes, there. I don't think I have any real problems. I don't think I'm better, but g6 is what I need very much. Yes, she's of course playing the most annoying. Yes, queen g7 is needed. And queen f8 should be also. Let's go here. Bishop e6. d6, rook c7 is there, no? Queen d8 doesn't work. b5, rook c7 anyway. No, I don't want to play knight e8. But maybe I have to. Maybe I have to. Yes, I saw this. I wanted to take. Rook c86, bishop d3, queen e7, and then knight c7. Yes, she is playing the most annoying ideas. Yes, queen e7, I guess, right? Yes, and here I have to go knight c7. Queen a4, queen d8, rook d8. Maybe some. I can take knight b5, of course, but why? We are not playing this position. Why we aren't playing? a5, knight d8, knight d6, or not really. Let's go h5. Let's go knight f6, knight g8 maybe.
This. She doesn't let anything. Like knight f5 if I go. G5, but I don't want to play that kind of risky. Like in here. How do we try? How do we try there? With this? With this? What am I doing? Yes, what have I done? What have I done? Yes, I think I deserved. Yes, I think I deserved.
Anthony Soprano is a TV character from Italy, so seeing that here is a bit surprising. Yes, from Sopranos. Suppose you have a chance to play someone from past, who do you play and why? Probably Robert Fisher. Yes, horrible finish. Yes, very bad finish. Yes, Oleg Sportnik, and then we have Maciej Lekovsky, and then we have Josef Taher and Dmitry Andreikin, and Potapova, 7.5 for the woman. And yes,